Oh, shit. Hello, friends. It is the year of our Lord 2020, and it is June 1st, which is my birthday. We've completed another... I have completed another revolution around our dear sun, and I am here to show off the lovely fan art that all of you have submitted to me in the past week. Now, I love showing off fan art, so if you are somehow able to do something during the course of this stream and post it in my Discord, I will make an effort to maybe check at the end after I've shown everybody's stuff and show off some new stuff. So if you guys are ready, we're going to dive right in. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes, guys. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. I am excited to show off what you guys have drawn for me because we have some good shit. I mean, we always have good shit here. But our first submission is from B-Roy, and it's a lovely, fantastic drawing of Michael Myers and Steve Harrington, otherwise known as Scoops McKenzie. Just getting hot. Just getting hot, boys. I'm pretty sure that these are actual scenarios I mentioned in a Dead by Daylight stream. I think I actually said, wow, Michael is so hot, I just want to lift up his mask just enough to show his mouth and nose and then give him a smooch. And here is that exact position happening just right here. I hope you guys enjoy it. We start with some high quality gay shit because it's Happy Pride Month, says Dingo. Yeah, dude. You know, go Pride. I'm inclusive here. I'm inclusive here on the Strange Egg channel. That's why I encourage fantastic yaoi on my my channel. This is so funny. This is so funny that you drew this because this is like exactly what it felt like when I streamed that episode of Dead by Daylight. I think it was the most recent one that I posted. If I can remember, I'll put it in the description of this video, where I was playing as Steve, and someone was Michael, and me and him bonded, and he watched me tenderly as I did different activities. It was a good time. It's literally what happened. This happened after, when I turned the stream off, I promise. So let's keep going. B-Roy drew some more stuff. Guys, always remember to put your signatures in there, because sometimes I know who draws these and sometimes I don't. So it's good for you to put your signatures in because I want you guys to get credit, of course. Because sometimes I get a lot of fan art and it's tough for me to remember like individually who did what, you know what I mean? I haven't been to a stream in years, but I wish you a happy birthday and want you to know that you're my favorite YouTube boy. Thank you, Eon. That's very nice of you. I saw that you put some fan art too, so I'm excited to show off your work. Because I love me some thick boys, and you're very good at drawing them. So B-Roy drew the Hootie Tootie Shooty boy from Dead by Daylight, who I love. He's the only character who has a gun. Guys, follow me on this one, right? This is my Dead by Daylight OC. He's Freddy Krueger, but with a gun, right? That's a good idea. I feel like everybody should love my OC. It seems like a really good idea. Wait. Follow me on this one, right? This is my my political sona. It's Angela Merkel, Prime Minister of Germany, but she has a gun. Someone draw that. I think it's a really original take on Angela Merkel as a character. I feel like she needs more guns. But B-Roy drew Cowboy Boy with Bug Fables, which I think is very cute. I like V. She's very small. I don't know why she has a heart as she watches Kabu literally fucking die. But you know, that seems in character. That seems about right. You know what I mean? Barbie version of Angela Merkel or regular version? Now the Barbie version of Angela Merkel. Only the Barbie version. 60th anniversary Barbie. Oh, this one's good. I mean, they're all good, but this one holds a special place. This is from when I streamed Eratus, Lord of the Dead. And B-Roy drew me as Eratus, the Lord of the Dead. And for those of you who were not on that stream, you can create, hellish necromantic monsters, and these are representative of people in the chat at the time. This is Rhett. Solar Knight was the Death Knight. Capra was the Wraith and B-Roy was the Bone Colossus, if I recall. Looks really good. Really good stuff. I really like the coloring. The shadowing is really good. You know, this sort of darker on the left and on the... It's good. I'm a sucker for shadows. You did a great job. Good stuff. Please feel free to say if I don't notice your tags. Ironic just put his name here, so super easy. But if you guys did not put a tag or I don't see it, feel free to just say that you drew it in the chat so everybody can know and give you the praise that you are due. Ironic spent a lot of time on this one. He told me he spent a long time drawing this one. I'm always there if you need fire support, Tony. I appreciate it. I always appreciate some good undead fire support. But they told me that they spent a long time drawing this and that they spent a lot of time on the detail on the cards as well. Doing it, by hand, obviously. They didn't just like drag this off of Google Images, which is very impressive. Very cute stuff. There's a lot of detail in this one. I can tell that they spent a lot of time looking at what the background of the bar looks like and taking time to look at the cards and analyze them. These are all cards that I used in my deck as well, which is extremely fun to see. I can tell that you really paid attention to what my deck was. And also, Omelette is on the table and she's wearing the correct bow color, which is good stuff. And Kabu, as always, is the biggest baby in the universe. It looks like official art for the game. It's well done, says Void Stuff. All right, it looks great. I don't know if you posted this like on Twitter. I'm sure if you posted this to the Twitter account for Bug Fables, they'd be really appreciative. They seem like really nice people. They seem very sweet. They seem just like good folks. So I vaguely remember on Steam, I was playing Monster Train, as you guys can see. I remember they posted an update on Bug Fables, and I think it included some fan art somewhere. If I could just find it real quick, that'd be fun. I guess it's just community stuff. I remember some of the developer posts actually had fan art included. That's really funny. Someone's pointing at their name there. But yeah, you should totally post that on their Twitter to get some good deserved recognition. It's good stuff. And he also drew... by the way, I talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure so much on my goddamn channel at this point that you guys, any sort of fan art for JoJo I usually post as well. Or I show here, I should say. And this is some beautiful small Jolene with Holly, which is very cute. I don't know how I feel about eating stand-related food like berries. You know what I mean? But I mean, Tonio's stand is all about eating. But do you actually eat Tonio's stand? That's a question. I don't know. I wouldn't want to eat stand food. That doesn't seem like a good idea. This is actually very topical because there's a new comic that just came out. You guys can probably find it on the Wholesome JoJo subreddit. I can't remember the name of it. It's a new comic series that came out a couple weeks ago. They post like every other day, a couple times a week. And it's Small Jolene with Part 4 Jotaro. So it's in like the time setting of Part 4. And it's just her being cute, like in Morio. There's a couple comics like that, but a new one just came out. And there's a great one where she goes to Tonio's restaurant and she asks him, she says, "What can I get off the menu, Tonio? Chef Tonio?" And he says, "You don't get to pick, I do." And she says, "But why?" And he goes, "'Cause that's just how it works here." And she says, "Okay, then I pick everything. You gotta make everything." And he's very happy because he wants to cook for her and she wants to eat all of his food. It's very cute. It's very sweet. I enjoy it. Everyone loves little Jolene. We just ignore that she becomes old and masturbates in public. We don't talk about that. Does eating someone's soul count as cannibalism? That's a good question. So you can't eat stand related things because that's like someone's soul energy. It's basically cannibalism. But I will say I'd like to point out the exquisite detail in the background here. Very cute. Very good trees. Holly's earrings, good shit. I always like to point out the little details, and of course, happy birthday, Uncle Josuke. Look at him. His hair is so fucking long. As it should be. as it should be. And more, this is from Catnip, because it says there, this is, if I recall, Cat took the time to draw people from my chat as characters from Bug Fables. Now, I'm not even going to attempt to figure out who is who. If you guys know which one of you is you, go ahead and put it in the chat. I believe this one is B-Roy. That I know because it's a B. Oh god, this one's doing a salute. I don't want to take a guess because I don't want to get it wrong, you know? Because then everybody would be upsetty if I wasn't able to guess correctly. B-Roy is the easy one because it's a B. She has a B in her goddamn name. Also a Jotaro hat. Very self-explanatory. I'm 90% certain I know which one this ladybug is. I'm 90% certain I know who the ladybug is, of course. There's a military boy over here. Two kind of military-ish boys over this way. Glasses boy, I'm pretty sure that's me. I'm certain that the glasses roach is me, because people have asked me, Tony, what would you be if you were in Bug Fables? And the answer is a roach. We're watching Tony with eagle eyes, trying to see him slip up. I know what you guys are doing. You guys are just cranky, because you come into my streams, and I bully the shit out of everyone in the chat, and you guys are just waiting. You guys are waiting for me to slip up, but the problem is that I never fucking do. Because I ain't cringe. That's wrong. I'm extremely cringe. This was drawn by Capra. You can tell because it says Capra Shirt Company on the tag, which is absolutely fantastic. Some good-ass art of Darth Jonas Jonas. It says, Jedi fear me and droids want me. And boy, do they. I'm not a droid, but I'd want Darth Jonas Jonas. He's a hunk of a man. Look at him. Also, he smokes. And everybody knows smoking is hot. Smoking is sexy. Nothing is good like lung cancer. You know what I mean, boys? I like a lady who is literally hawking as she goes down on my dick. I want her to be basically choking to death. Not because I have a large dong, but because she's literally choking to death due to lung cancer. That's the only way that I will take my ladies. Or droids, even. Great, fantastic, cute little HK-47 in the background, by the way. A picture of Darth Jonas Jonas, you know, is always completed and complemented quite well by a picture of HK-47 in the back, just because I love him so much. Somebody is playing Starbound. Darth Jonas Jonas is smexy. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Also swearing. Very rude. A rude boy he is. More by Catnip. This is Darth Jonas Jonas stepping on some stinky, disgusting, absolutely vile sand people. I don't even know why they're called sand people. They're not people. They don't even classify remotely as people because they're what is less than sand? At this point, there's nothing less than sand, so I guess sand people makes sense. It is already an insult, just right off the bat, but fantastic art by Cat. Very cute. I love his little stars. I love him posing. I'm a sucker for some chibi art. Always puts me in a good mood. Man. It's like Capra sees that I'm doing a fan art stream and he says, wow, I want Tony to be erect. I want Tony to be rock hard. I want him to have a difficult time streaming because he's going to want to unzip his pants and just rip his dick out. Because that's what we got here. That's a hot boy. Darth Jonas Jonas with... Can I actually count? How do you count abs? Do you count abs as one... Is it one pair of abs, or do you count each ab individually? I'm going to count them, actually, just to make sure. Because you think I don't notice, guys. You guys think I don't notice when you write, like, shit in my Discord? You know, I saw Capra going around saying, oh, I drew a 50-abbed Darth Jonas Jonas. So if there's not 50 abs here, Capra's gonna get banned. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I'll be generous and say 26. Be generous and say 26. Not only is this not 50 abs, Capra, I'd like to point out this is just barely. Also, Speed Rub Lucas coming in with that fresh subscribe. Thank you, I appreciate it. This is just, you're just barely at half. You're on the cusp of being, like, one more over half. That's literally the only reason that you're not banned right now. That, because I'm a little chubbed up because of this picture, so thank you. And then we have another from Capra of Darth Jonas hiding behind some rocks. Well, he's not hiding, he's more like strategically retreating as his boy Canderous takes some enemy fire from disgusting sand people. Also, I love that you didn't even draw Canderous, you just drew Polnareff and then gave him sunglasses. which is fine. I mean, it's fantastic. It looks pretty fucking good. I'm just picking on you because I can. I hate sand people. They're coarse and rough and they get everywhere. They really do. There's too many of them. Tony, it was for your own good. Who knows what would happen if you experienced the full-bodied experience of 50 abs. No, I understand. I agree, I agree, Phoenix. I'm a generous boy. It's the only reason I haven't banned Capra. You know, because if he drew an actual 50-abbed Jonas, you know, I would have had to replace my shorts. Is what I'm implying. And here we have a lovely piece of art from Dingo. I would like to point out that when you guys come to me with questions, I always love them. Dingo messaged me and asked me what my favorite villagers are, and I said Coco and Renee. Coco is my personal favorite villager, and Renee is my second. I think so. It's her and Sprinkle. I love Sprinkle, but I got Renee recently. And I'll give you guys an Animal Crossing story based on this image here. But he also dressed me up like Raymond, which is pretty funny. Raymond's a little bitch, alright? Raymond is a mess. Raymond is a big fat mistake, okay? But I do look pretty good dressed like him. Also, thank you for the happy birthday on the picture. So, there's this website called Nookazon. Tony, what is your town? My town is called Outlands. I invite people from my Discord server to come visit my village sometimes. I post a lot in the 4chan general. There's a 4chan thread for Animal Crossing. I post a lot in it. You know, invite people over and stuff. But there's a website called Nookazon. I'm going to pull up... Hold on, I'll pull it up on another monitor and show you guys what this stupid website is. It's stupid, but also pretty funny. Like, useful. It's literally just a store for Animal Crossing stuff. Right? You can go onto this and you can make an account and you can message people on it. Like, let's see. Like, you can buy villagers from people. Right? Like, you click on a villager and you can go to someone else's island and take the villager from them. Let's see, what does this guy want? He only wants a bamboo partition and a gray pool for Raymond. That's a steal. That's a steal of a deal. Most people want, like, ridiculous shit for Raymond. This is always the worst, when someone says make an offer and then it says wish list items, and I'll tell you why it's the worst. Because people's wish list, when they say they want wish list items, it's always ridiculous shit. Like this guy wants villager photographs, holiday stuff, and it's not even the right holiday time. Statues, genuine art. That's not too bad. Normally people... The worst shit, guys. The worst shit is when you go on here. Yeah, here we go. 2,000 fucking Nook miles for Raymond. What the fuck are you gonna even do with more than like 10 Nook miles? It's ridiculous. Look at this guy. 1 million Nook miles or 1 million bells. I mean, he's just memeing. He's 100% just memeing it up. But this is the worst. I was waiting to find one of these. When people ask for villagers in exchange, but they ask for more than one. Like, why? This guy wants Lolly, maple, and meringue in exchange for one Raymond. Why? Also, I'm pretty sure all of these are amiibo villagers, so like, just buy the cards yourself. They're like $5 a card. But I used this website to get Renee to come to my island, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, the guy asked for 25 Nook tickets, which is super reasonable. I gave him 30. I offered him 30, and he like immediately messaged me back, and I got her. Super simple. The person was great. I left a nice review on their LOL profile. It was good stuff. The GTS in Pokemon has a similar problem. You get people asking for an Arceus or a Mew for something in exchange, like a Bulbasaur. Oh, dude, I totally remember. When I was playing Pokemon, God, what was it? X and Y. When I played that game, I tried to get into the competitive scene a little bit, and if you wanted anything at all, anything, people... Like, if I wanted something simple, people would ask for, like, a legendary in exchange. It was such a piece of shit move to do. What do you think of bread sandwiches? I'm not going to lie, Nicholas. I'm not that big into bread. I'm really not. But I do love sandwiches. So I'm going to have to give it a 5 out of 10. Also, thank you, Tony, for reminding me that I need some amiibo cards. You're welcome. Let's keep going. Another from Dingo. Dingo's got that signature white on lined sheets of paper. He drew me with... You know, Dingo, you would think that I would have no hair on my knees, right? Like a normal person. You're fucking wrong, my dude. This art is inaccurate. I give it a 0 out of 10. Remove yourself from my Discord server, please. And don't come back until you draw a picture of me where there is so much hair on my knees that it's more hair than knees. I'm just kidding, Dingo. It's fantastic. I just want to be rootin', and I do just want to be tootin'. I'm not gonna lie, when I stream when I stream Dead by Daylight and I log into the match and I play Survivor, and I'm literally the first person who gets picked off, and I get picked off within the first like 3 seconds. This is how I feel. I just want to die. It makes me sad. It makes me very upsetty. For anybody who needs amiibo cards, go on to Etsy. They're very cheap. That's true. That's true, because on Etsy you can buy bootleg amiibo cards that aren't official from Nintendo, but because they're bootleg, they're way cheaper because people make them themselves, and they still work. I have a couple of them for some of the more expensive villagers. You're safe now, my child. This is me feeding Dingo a sugar cube. Actually, this art, again, Dingo, you're shitting the bed. This actually isn't Dingo shitting the bed. This is just Dingo, like, really wanting something that I won't give him. Because if we zoom in, if we enhance this image, as far as it'll let me go, 400% is what we need, really. You'll notice that I'm feeding him 2 sugar cubes. But if you think I would feed Dingo any more than 1, you're wrong. I only feed him 1 sugar cube a day. I like to keep him lean. I like to keep him slim. Slim thick, really. I keep him on a slim, thick diet of 1 sugar cube a day. If I gave him more than 1, the results could be disastrous. Also, my shirt says Eggman on it, which is a shirt that I wish I actually owned. Ah, Whomst drew this one. You signed it, but I don't recognize the signature. This is a drawing of Darth Jonas, drawn in the... What year did it come out? 2003? Star Wars Clone Wars cartoon? Or was it 13? Am I thinking 13? No, it was 2003, wasn't it? Dingo, do you need more food? Do you need help, Dingo? Dingo doesn't deserve help. All the chat members meowing outside of Tony's door for sugar cubes. You guys get 1 sugar cube a day for all of you to share. 2003, I was right. Good. This is good. I will say, in terms of people who submitted fan art this time, a 2003 rendition of Darth Jonas is certainly original. I was really not expecting it. I appreciate the work that you've done here. I will say the lightsaber looks pretty rad. I know it's just like a line of red, but it looks good. You did a good job. Extremely angular. Looks like it's perfect recreation of the show. You did a good job. Oh, I recognize this art. This was drawn by Aeon, yes? I believe you drew this one? I'm surprised you even remember this to draw it, which is really funny. Be rootin', be tootin'. By God, be shootin'. This is me wearing my stupid cowboy hat that I wear when I stream Dead by Daylight. And I'm wearing my Dr. Pepper shirt, which I don't own anymore. I threw it away. Also, pro tip, I'm a sucker for shoes with pointed ends. I fucking love shoes with pointed ends. I'm holding Spaghetti. For those of you who don't know, in college I made a video called Spaghetti Western, where it was shot like a high noon western, and I had spaghetti in my pants, and when it was time to draw our weapons at high noon, I tossed spaghetti out of my pants at my opponent, and he did the same to me. I've shown it on live stream, but never in its completed form, because you guys don't need to be tortured. Tony loves Part 3 Dio. I love my Jester shoes. And this one is more art from Aeon. He's a sucker for thick boys, isn't he? God, why would you do this to Skull? Why would you do this to him? Tony is the Jester, and we are the nobles applauding his antics. I live my life as a clown. These streams are just my circus. The Berserker from Skull is a cutie, and I'm adding him to my collection of cuties. That's okay. I cannot be stopped, says Aeon. Yes. You can steal whomever you want from Skull. Speaking of Skull, where is it? It just updated. This game updates fairly regularly. They just posted a developer roadmap, which is pretty cool. They added... Last time I streamed, they added this water elemental, the ninja, and then the lich. But they just updated not too long ago and added this Groot-looking boy, this walking armor, and then this alchemist, which I haven't played the game since it recently updated. But I really want to, because this looks fun. Maybe I'll stream it sometime. Maybe this week. Good stuff, though. That game is constantly updating. It genuinely deserves your money. If you're looking for a good roguelike with skeletons, I would support the developers. They seem like very nice people, and they are very clearly working hard on their game, so I think, you know, they're deserving of your time and your money. Please, I hope that in your spare time you're drawing Grell, the demon, and the Berserker making out, and I don't know, maybe getting a little hot and heavy on this very clearly sex couch. I believe in you. Now we get to this one. Which was drawn by Ironic. Yes, Ironic YouTube name drew this. Which is... I need to go into some backstory here to describe this image and what it is. So, Ironic, being the sweetie that he is, asked me a bunch of questions. He sent me, like, a page worth of questions. He sent me, like, 6 questions, I think. Maybe it was 5 or 6 questions. He asked me what lightsabers I purchased, like, with images to them so he could see them. He wanted to know how much I paid for them. He wanted to know what kind of, like, I don't know, armor I would wear. He asked me a bunch of questions. It was very sweet of him. They call me 5 Saber Tony. They don't, actually. They call me 6 Saber Tony. Because I think I have, let me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. They call me 6 Saber Tony. Because technically I own 6 lifesavers. What have you been streaming recently, Tony? Oh, I'm currently doing a streaming series of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And occasionally I will stream roguelike games. I've been getting into those recently. I'll do one-off streams of those, like Skull. The Hero Slayer. I did an Erratus Lord of the Dead stream to show that game off. I might do a Monster Train stream because I really like that game. I picked that one up a few days ago as like a birthday treat. They call me six. Tony, when did you get 6 lightsabers? We don't need to know that. We don't need to know when that happened, okay? When did you get 6? No, we don't talk about it, guys. That didn't happen. I'll actually tell you if you guys are curious. Here, I'll show this guy off. He's very good. There is a guy. This is the Sabersmith. His name is Nick, but his business is Starfall Sabers, and he makes very good lightsabers in the style of the way sabers were designed for the original trilogy movies, which was essentially you would just grab scraps of metal and pieces and make them into a lightsaber. So they're all kind of junky looking, you know what I mean? This guy is building me 2 of them as a set. He's building what are called mystery sabers. He has this thing where he builds mystery sabers on his Etsy store. He posts them on his YouTube channel when he's done. He's building me 2 mystery sabers that are supposed to be a mystery pair together. So that's number 5 and number 6, in case you guys are wondering. Jesus Christ. I will show these lightsabers off to you guys in a video when I get them. I promise. Soon 50 Saber Tony, 1 for each ab. Each of my abs commands a single saber, yeah. Ironic went out of his way to really learn a lot about the lightsabers that I own. If you look here, they're drawn. He asked me very specifically, how would I carry them? If I had 5 lightsabers physically in front of me, how would I wear them? And I told him I guess I'd carry 2 on a belt and 2 in my hand. Though this was back when I only had 4, so he only had to draw 4 of them, thank fucking God. It looks really great. He asked me like what kind of armor I'd want. I went into detail about how I think the Shore Trooper armor is really cool. That if I was going to do a Star Wars cosplay, I'd take it from bits of different, armor pieces. So he took like a clone's legs, the Shore Trooper, cuirass, like a Mandalorian shoulder pad design, kind of like a Obi-Wan during the Clone Wars design for the gauntlets and the greaves, I think, or not the greaves, the gloves. No, he did a really good job. I would just like to point out, I appreciate that he asked me so many questions and then very clearly took the information I gave him and put it, into something. Tony, I want to return my sugar cube in apology for not drawing anything for this stream. Dingo can have mine. I will say this, Crasher, I will take your sugar cube as an apology. That's the only reason I haven't banned you from existing, not just from my live stream, but like from being alive. But I will not give it to Dingo. Dingo cannot have an extra sugar cube. I know that you guys really like Dingo. You think he's very cute, very cool, very cute. I think he's a very sweet man. A furry, really. But he's not getting any more sugar cubes. And if anybody tries to give him a sugar cube, I will find out. I will know that you're trying to give him sugar cubes. I will notice. If he gains a single pound, I will know. So, some shit fell off my desk. So then he sent me another image. These are actually exactly the same. They're spot on. These look exactly like the sabers that I ordered. Let me see if I can just pull up like a picture of one of these, if it's still up on the website. Oh, goodness. Yeah, hold on, I've got it. Oh my god. Why do lightsaber websites just not work? So this is one of the sabers I've ordered. It's from Bendu Armory. This is a limited edition copper saber. I'm a sucker for copper accents on lightsabers. And if you look at Ironics, it looks exactly the same. That's the saber, and then that's his art. It looks pretty fucking spot on, right? He did a great job, really taking the information I gave him. Just like Dingo when he drew his Animal Crossing art. Oh no, Tony found out about my bootleg Dingo sugar cube operation. Jesus Christ. And then he drew the egg, my egg logo. It's very, very high resolution egg that you drew here. It looks pretty fucking fantastic. I really do like the detail in the runes that you have here. This is exactly, for those of you who don't know, my logo, the strange egg, the titular strange egg, is a 3D model that I designed myself, and the text on the egg, they actually do spell something out in a sort of demonic language that I designed. Well, I didn't design it, but I downloaded it and sort of manipulated the letters a little bit. And they do spell out a phrase. If anybody can decode it, I would be impressed. I don't know even how you'd find the font. I had to go digging pretty deep to find it. But I do appreciate the detail here. Making the text 3D is incredibly impressive. Ah, who drew this? I know who drew this. Whomst drew this image. Was it... It was Mochi, yeah? Mochi drew this one, I'm pretty sure. Always remember to sign... You guys don't have to sign your work if you don't want to, but I do like to give you guys credit where credit is due. Mochi definitely drew this one. It is me holding my beautiful egg child. He's very handsome. People ask me sometimes, will the egg ever be hatched, or will we find out what's inside of it? I don't know, maybe when I get, like, a certain amount of subscribers, I'll do that. I always love art of the egg. I really did put a lot of time into doing my egg, boys. I genuinely put a lot of effort into crafting the strange egg for this channel. Very, very geometric. I love the colors on this piece, by the way. Specifically, if I zoom in on the eyes. My eyes are brown, for those of you who don't know, so... My eyes are more dark. They're even darker than this. My eyes are so dark that they look black. They are very dark brown. But this is very beautiful. It's good stuff. Whomst drew this one? Mochi drew this one too, didn't he? I remember because he added me in the Discord. He said this is what he thinks is inside of the egg. It's very spooky. Very frightening. It kind of looks like a yolk pouring out of an egg. If I turned it down, can I rotate it? I don't know if I can rotate it. I don't know how I would do that, but it kind of... Like this bottom part here kind of goes like that. It's like a yolk. A skin, fleshy yolk. It's disgusting. I love it. It's great. It's a good piece of art. You did a good job. It's good stuff, boys. The eyes are... I think the eyes are what make this extra spooky. Besides the mouth, I think it's because the eyes look like almost like it's a different piece. You know? The way that you've shaded the eyes and the way that you've made them sort of shiny and just drew them, it's a lot different than how you drew the rest of the head, which I think is pretty neat. It makes it look extra spooky. But you did a good job. I like it. It's fun. Wow. Who drew this one? Is it B-Roy? Whomst would draw Gay Yowie on my stream. Gay Yowie in my Discord? Unbelievable. I've never seen that before. Whomst would come into my channel and draw a bunch of dicks. Huh? It's B-Roy. B-Roy drew some dicks. There's some good abs on Joseph. This is me. I thought for a second that you drew me in my sailor costume because I thought this was an ascot, but this is just some shading. I'm actually wearing a sweatshirt. Thank God. I don't want to wear my Sailor Boy costume in front of Joseph. I don't want to get him too hot and heavy. I don't know if my butthole can take it, you know what I mean? I can only take so much, B-Roy. Please be gentle with me. Love of God. Dingo came back and drew another one. For those of you who don't know, I actually do have a Joseph Joestar outfit in Animal Crossing that I wear. My character always has Joseph's headband equipped, and he almost always has these sort of rectangular glasses. Dingo's visited my island a few times. He's one of the people from my Discord server who has visited. And he drew my cat Hazel as an Animal Crossing villager. She looks pretty fantastic. But let me take a second to just say fuck the Animal Crossing birthday event. Just straight up. Just fuck it. I hate it. So let me tell you guys, for those of you who don't know how the Animal Crossing New Horizons birthday event works, I'm just gonna spoil it, so don't listen for the next 20 seconds if you want to be surprised. So what happens in it is that a villager will go to your house as soon as you get out of your house in the morning, and they will take you to their house, and they will have a birthday party for you. You hit a piñata, and 10 of these little cupcakes come out. And if you give one cupcake to each of your 10 villagers, they will give you birthday-related items. There are 9 birthday items to collect. I had my last cupcake, and I went to my villager, Diana, who was shopping in the Nook's Cranny. Or no, she was shopping in the Able Sisters, and I gave her a cupcake, and she said, "Yeah, thanks, Tony, that's pretty cool." And then she didn't give me anything. She didn't fucking give me anything, and I walked away, and I was like, where the fuck's my gift? Because I was missing the last birthday item to complete the set. So now I'm just sitting there like a fucking idiot without my final birthday item because Diana just took my cupcake and just bounced. The event is just glitched for me, and I'm missing one of the items, and it makes me so sad. I just wanted a nice birthday time. She may mail it to you, Tony. I hope so. I hope you're right. I hope I wake up tomorrow and she mails it to me. Because villagers will mail you gifts sometimes. Maybe my inventory was full. I say maybe, but I know 100% because it wasn't. My inventory was literally empty. There was like 3 things in my inventory, but whatever. Whatever, Diana, it's fine. I still love her anyway. She's a great villager. But Hazel, this art of Hazel looks pretty fucking great. You drew her big, stupid eyes. Hazel's got these big, buggy eyes and big old cute ears. Also, that's a great outfit that you chose. Mostly because it looks like the default outfit that Coco wears, and I love Coco. Whomst would draw borderline thick boy porn on my Discord. Would it be Aeon, perhaps? I know it would be. Because he has his OC Clawdorf and my old logo Grell. God damn it. Happy birthday, Tony. June birthdays are superior. That's true. Everyone knows that the best birthdays are in June. Everyone knows that. I'm pretty sure the government said so. Also, a little heavy on the mascara there, my boy. You're gonna look like a stripper with that much mascara. My favorite detail of this piece, which is why I zoomed in on it, is the covering of the crotch with the panties on the edge of the tail. That's some good shit. You did a good job. That's some good art, my dude. And we have a late submission of fan art that I'm gonna pull up here. It's from my most favorite person in the whole world, who may or may not join the chat. I don't know. They are slam barbaric, and I love them. They're my most favorite person. They drew this just for me. Stand, strike a pose. Stand user Tony. My stats are pretty good. It looks like a diamond. Get it? Because it's diamond. It's fucking breakable. You ain't clever. I see your shit. Can stop you in your tracks with a single glance. Because I'm so handsome. Clearly. And the stand looks like Killer Queen mixed with the world. He's a handsome boy. God, look at my fucking fat ass.
It reflects true life.
I'm thick. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Tony, please tell the voices in your head to be quiet. I will do that. I'll keep them in check. Do you ever find yourself coming back to games? That's an interesting question. You know, Nicholas, I don't find myself coming back to a lot of games, and the reason for that is because I don't have a very good memory when it comes to like dates or people's birthdays or like important things, like when I'm supposed to pay my bills. That's not true. I pay my bills on time, but legitimately, I don't return to a lot of games because the one good memory I have is I always remember video games I play. So it takes me maybe like 5 years to forget a game before I return to it. The games that I return to are usually the ones that update frequently. So things like MMOs, that's why I like things like The Elder Scrolls Online, because I could stop playing for a month and then come back and there's like new shit, which is fun. But that's an interesting question. Thank you. Tony zooms in on the crotch instinctively. Legitimately, whenever I get any piece of art, I just immediately zoom into the crotch every time. I don't know why. I think it's because you guys... I feel like you guys are going to hide something in the crotch and I got to find it. You know, it's like a treat. It's a special treat for me. So did you forget that you have 4 lightsabers and then you decided to buy a 6th? No. I bought a 5th one and then I messaged the guy later and I was like, hey, can I just buy a 6th one, like, immediately? Can you make me 2? And he's like, yeah. So that's on me. Because I thought to myself, you know, might as well get 2 from him at once. It's my birthday. I can go a little buck wild. I can go a little crazy. Nobody can stop me. I'm an adult. I really wish that I could experience Dark Souls 1 again blind. Yeah. I don't know. There's certain games I wish I could experience blind. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. I wish I could play World of Warcraft with that same childlike innocence I played when the game was actually good. You know? Now it's just so shit, I wouldn't... You know, Blizzard as a company is so shit, I refuse to support them in any way. I don't play their games. I don't give them any money. I detest Blizzard Entertainment as an entity. I mean, Activision Blizzard, just fuck them. I hate them. They ruined my goddamn childhood. But I wish I could play World of Warcraft with that same childlike innocence. I wish I could play Dark Souls 2 especially. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but Dark Souls 2 is my favorite Dark Souls game. I really do love it. It's a good time. Gonna have to redraw 4 Saber Tony to 6 Saber Tony. Here's the joke's on you, ironic. I don't even know what the 2 sabers I ordered are gonna look like because they're mystery sabers. So we're gonna have to wait a long ass time. Probably 6 to 8 weeks before the sabers are even done. I promise I will show you guys these lightsabers when I get them, but they take a long time to be made. Blizzard is entirely irredeemable. Just completely, I agree. Let's make TF2 but cringe Overwatch. I liked Overwatch when I first played it. Because Overwatch when it first came out was moderately balanced. Which was surprising for a Blizzard game. But then they just kept adding cringier shit to it and just kept making the game more and more unbalanced. And I had to stop. And also, that was when I stopped supporting Blizzard as a company, so I'm not gonna just like play one of their games and ignore all the other shit they're doing, you know what I mean? Hazel's going crazy on her scratching post, if you guys can hear that. You know, I really appreciate all of the fan art that you guys sent in. All the happy birthday wishes. It really does mean a lot to me. Especially this year with the coronavirus happening. I can't really go anywhere. I can't take an adventure or do something like that. So I'm really essentially just stuck here in my apartment. So I appreciate all that you guys do. Really, I do. It really does mean a lot. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. That's the end. We're done, boys. But today is only Monday. And soon it will be Wednesday. And then we can play some Jackbox. So I will see you guys on the next stream. You guys have a great rest of your night.